Hey there everybody, my name's Carpo. This is a little off the beaten path of my usual videos, so I'll get right to the point. Sometimes I come across a product that I just want to share, but I hardly ever talk about products or things that I've, specific brand names, merely because there's just so many paid placements out there, so many promoted products that people are sent to, oh yeah, promote my product, and so I feel like anytime I even talk about a specific brand or product that I found useful, what's the point? There's so many false reports out there. This is about stereo equipment though, and it's actually some more vintage equipment that I came across, so it's obvious I'm not getting paid to talk about this, but I came across a pair of speakers a while back, and I was going to actually show the speakers while I made this video, but I figured, what's the point? Everybody has Google, anybody can look them up and see what they look like, and anybody who's actually coming across this video was probably seeking it out, looking for information about these specific speakers. And the ones I'm talking about are BIC, not BIC. I found that the creator of these speakers was very specific not to be confused with BIC, like the lighter corporation. He says, no, it's pronounced BIC. But from something I read, he actually did name it that, so it was a recognizable name. But anyhow, these speakers were manufactured in the United States. They were previously, I believe, known under a, BIC went to a different, well, I don't know the specifics of it, but it was a different company. It was BIC, then it went to these, they started making these Venturi speakers. So anyhow, rambling already. I went to Goodwill one time about 5-6 years ago. I came across this little pair of bookshelf speakers, just like 9-10 inch speakers. And they're more like 8-inch speakers, I guess. With each one had like a, what was it? I think it's a 4-inch driver and then a tweeter in it. Nothing special. So I took them home. I think it was like $5 each or something. I figured they'd just be good for my office. So one day I go in there and I have this little Denon receiver, a little mini one that I hooked up. It's a UD-M660 or something. Anyway, hooked it up. And I put those speakers on it, and then I started doing some work I had to do. And I turned on like a Papadosio, I think, actually. Coincidentally, I'm wearing the hat. And a song came on, I can't remember which one, but it was just, I started hearing very distinct sound staging from these speakers. It was so crisp, it was so present, and I mean, only if you're not into these terms and you're not into music, if you just listen to whatever stereo you have, you probably, if you're not analyzing the music, then it probably wouldn't matter to you. But for a person who analyzes speakers and is constantly listening for something, I was surprised and taken back by the quality of these. The brand was the BIC Venturi, but they were V52 was the model. So I found another pair of them, actually 3 of them, one not too long, like a year later, and I bought them all. Ended up with one pair of really good ones in the end. I don't know what happened to the others. Fast forward to this year, and I just went down there a week or two ago to Goodwill, and I see this pair of speakers sitting there. I look on the back, BIC Venturi, but these ones are about 2.5 feet tall, and they were the V820s. And rather than a 4-inch driver and a tweeter, this one had, I believe it was an 8-inch driver and then a tweeter. Still just a 2-way. So what I did was I bought them because I couldn't resist, and I knew they would sound phenomenal. And I took them home and I hooked up and I put those larger speakers on the bottom with the bookshelves on top, and used them in 2-channel stereo system through the same channels. Anyway, they sound absolutely amazing. I guess there's not much else I can say about it. This is my usual rambles. I'll go on and on talking about stereos, but I'm specifically making this video for anybody who is seeking out more information about these BIC speakers to see if they're good or not, because they sound amazing to me. Now some people, I read a couple articles about it, and most of the people that I found on the forums and, the like stereo forums and whatnot were like, had the same experience. They were taken back. They're like, I cannot believe how good these sound for the price and what they are. I believe that the floor standing speakers I got, which were like 20-something bucks, they came with, I think they were $450 when they came out for a pair. So from what I read, a lot of people say for the price, those are amazing speakers that can rival or at least compare with some of the more high-end audio equipment. To me, it's not about brand name, and these are definitely not some highly sought-after speaker, which is all the more reason if you run across a pair, pick them up, check them out, because they sound good. That's all I got. Talk to y'all later.